Welcome to the College Investor Audio Show, where we talk about the biggest issues impacting millennial money, from student loan debt to side hustles to building wealth. We will show you how to get out of debt so that you can build real wealth for the future.
Uh-oh. Tax season flew by pretty quick. Well, not really the last 2 years, but if you're usually a late filer, it always seems that way, right? Today, on the College Investor Audio Show, what to do if you're late filing taxes. Let's get right to it. So let's say you completely forgot that tax day was May 17th this year, and you're late with filing your returns. Are you in a hopeless hole? What can you do? If you did catch on to your lateness before May 17th, you could file an extension for your taxes with the IRS. All you need to do is fill out Form 4868. You get an extension just for asking, and then you have until October to get your taxes filed. Phew! We're all human after all. Life gets busy and we all forget sometimes. What was I doing again? Oh, okay, so if you missed the opportunity to file an extension, you can only file an extension until midnight on tax day. Here are some tips to help you out depending on your specific situation. Here's what to do if you're getting a tax refund. It's important to know that if you're getting a refund, there's no need to panic. You can still file your taxes even after the deadline for up to 3 years. Should give you enough time. Let's look at a scenario. All right, so you didn't file your taxes on May 17th, 2021, but you go into TurboTax, TaxAct, or your tax preparer, and it's determined you will get a refund. There's no penalty to pay, and you will receive your refund. In fact, even if you don't file your taxes this year at all, you can file it along with other returns until the year 2024, up to 3 years. If you don't file the tax return by April 2024, however, you will forfeit your refund. Remember, 3 years. Now, here's what to do if you owe and you're late filing taxes. If you file your return late and you owe the government taxes, unfortunately, there will be a failure to file penalty to pay. According to the IRS website, the late filing penalty fee is set at 5% of the amount you owe the government. A failure to pay the penalty adds an extra 5% for each month you don't file your tax return, up to a maximum of 25%. Yikes. Second, if you owe a late payment penalty, it is assessed at 0.5% on the taxes owed, which is then compounded monthly to a maximum of 25%. That's a great return. Apart from the failure to file penalty, there is also an interest assessed on your taxes each month you don't pay taxes owed. Interest is assessed on a case-by-case basis. Let's look at an example if you're late filing taxes. Let's say you file your taxes late and owe the government $500 from your tax return. Failure to file penalty. $500 plus 0.05 equals $25 for the first month. Let's say you are 3 months late filing. This increases to 500 times 0.05 times 3 equals $75. In addition, if you are late in paying your taxes, 500 times 0.005 times 3 equals $7.50. We are already at $582.50. Quick and rough estimate, as interest is also calculated on the taxes due. But that's the original $500 you owe plus $82.50 in penalties in just 3 months. As you can see, the consequence for filing taxes late, and especially if you owe the government, gets expensive very quickly. You're paying 16.5% more just because you were late. How to pay your taxes if you're late. It's no different from paying your taxes during the regular tax season. The IRS currently does not accept cash payments. You can either pay online or send in a check or money order made out to the United States Treasury. If you're late because you don't think you can afford your taxes, make sure you read our article on thecollegeinvestor.com called What to Do If You Can't Afford Your Taxes. It's right there, spells it out clearly. Our advice if you're late. Even if you find that you have missed the deadline, fix things as quickly as possible because the longer you wait, the more the penalties and interests accrue. We want to help you save money, not give it away because of an oversight. Okay, so now if you happen to be a U.S. citizen or legal permanent resident who is working abroad, someone who is listed in the armed forces and currently in a combat zone, or you've experienced a disaster, there are special provisions for you. Detailed descriptions for these provisions can be found at irs.gov. Here are some final thoughts. Yeah, 2020 and 2021 have been crazy years. It's important to file your taxes on time, though. It's nothing to be scared of either. If you use the best tax software, you can probably knock out your simple tax return in like 20 minutes, maybe 30. It's also important to remember that if you're due a refund, filing late doesn't matter. You just don't want to miss the 3-year mark and forfeit your money. However, if you owe taxes, you still need to file on time. Those penalties can add up quickly if you're not careful. As always, if you're not sure what to do, speak to a tax professional and get the help you need. If you're in a hurry and a panic and you need to, what's the best tax software? We have tons of reviews, and I mean tons of them, of all the different tax software out there so you can pick the best one for your situation. It's at thecollegeinvestor.com. Thanks again for stopping by today. We'll talk to you again real soon.